What to say? What to say to someone, to something, to some place that has given so much to you? When thousands of words could be used to describe your gratitude, what do you say to that which you love? But before I attempt to answer this question, I feel an introduction is necessary. My name is Matthew Mancini, and it is an honor to speak to you all. To my fellow prep brothers, thank you for electing me to be here. As well, I'd like to take this time to thank the teachers, administrators, and staff of Fairfield Prep. Your commitment to mentoring is a most admirable quality. And lastly, I would like to thank our families, our parents, our siblings, our loved ones. Thank you for your undying support. We are here today because of you. Now, what to say? In this moment, graduates, we are filled with a range of emotions. We are experiencing so much. Perhaps because there is so much to say, the easiest thing to say is nothing. Nothing at all. But instead of saying something, I find it may just be more fitting to do something. Allow me to explain. Now, I assure you, this is far from the first time that the class of 2023 has been at a loss for words. Freshman year naturally came with an abundance of these moments. Oftentimes, our words were seized by the grandeur of our beautiful building. We didn't know what to say as we stepped through her large arches, aimlessly walking to class for the first time. As freshmen, too, we barely knew what to say as we strapped our cleats on for the first time, or as we picked up our first instrument, or when we heard the word Kairos. We certainly did not know what to say, for those of us lucky enough to experience it, when during our first freshman theology class, Mr. Reedy picked up a Bible, shouted at it, and then proceeded to throw it full speed at his classroom door. I don't really know what to say about that now. The truth is, we were oblivious freshmen, and then came March. We found ourselves sitting at home due to COVID. Then, we really did not know what to say. This virtual world continued into sophomore year. Again, we were left answerless. We were speechless as we logged on to our first Zoom class, or as we missed seeing half of our friends in school for weeks, or when Junior Rios got a perm. Instead, all we could do was adapt to our new world. Sometimes, as Randy Pausch states, you cannot control the cards you are dealt, only how you play the hand. Rest assured, we played our hand, and we played it well. We returned to prep with full force and with an unmatched energy. By the beginning of junior year, the strength of our class was being put on full display. FP Memes started to post on Instagram again. Quinn Stangram debuted his penguin costume, turning him into Pengram. And Junior Rios got a haircut. It was good. Junior year was really good. And then came a solemn day in spring. That day, in the most magnifying way, no one knew what to say. Not at all. For some time, not a single member of our community could conjure any words to make sense of our tragedy. with the loss of Jimmy McGrath, a friend, a brother, a son, a looming veil of silence surrounded our school. In Egan Chapel, as we said goodbye, this silence was felt. This silence consumed us. It's interesting, I have been in dozens of bomb squads. I have heard the loudest of screams, I have felt the very ground below me shake, and I've seen the walls around me tremble with noise. Yet on that day at Egan Chapel, it fascinated me to find that there is no louder sound than the silence of 800 young men. It is an impenetrable sound, a sound that heeds to nothing, bends to nothing, breaks to nothing. It sounds a little bit like that. In the midst of this silence, each of us tirelessly searched for some hope, some truth. Maybe this is that truth. Death stares a man in the face every day. But to that, I say this: we still smile, don't we? We still laugh. We still live. As Marcus Aurelius says, while we live, while we can, become good. We did just that. We became good. As a class and as a school, we were left with no choice. Once more, the class of 2023 revived prep and entered senior year with a savvy confidence and a newfound appreciation for one another. We use this appreciation to continue to succeed in all facets of life. We won a hockey state championship. Thanks, James Heber. We successfully debuted the Prep for Success internship program. Yet most impressively, without noticing it, without experiencing it, and without saying it, we became part of the infamous Prep Brotherhood. Within our hearts, this brotherhood grew to beautiful fruition. And that brings us back to today, to right now and right here, and back to the question I posed earlier. What is there to say? Maybe we are overwhelmed, and maybe there is nothing to say. Maybe now, and even for some time after graduation, our words will fail us. But in the failure of words, there is one humble action that might just save us. You see, from this moment on, we will struggle in attempting to adequately characterize this amazing place, this amazing brotherhood. We will search for ways to find it in our new lives, where to look at it, where to feel it, where to hear it. Here's the secret no one tells you. We need not to worry about this. We need not to, because the Prep Brotherhood has always been with us. More specifically, it has always been around us. Every day, every night, even right now. Can't you see it? Well, if you can't, Then finally comes the part when I ask you to do something. Just look up. Just look up, and you will see a bright blue sky. A bright blue sky that surrounds us all. Gentlemen, after today, as a class, we will spread physically across the country and the world. Miles and borders and mountains and seas will separate us. Walt Whitman writes to this feeling of bidding farewell to an old friend. Return in peace to the ocean, my love. We are not so much separated. Behold the great rondure, the cohesion of all. How perfect. For me, for you, the irresistible sea is to separate us. As for an hour carrying us diverse, yet cannot carry us diverse forever. Be not impatient, a little space. Know you, I salute the air, the ocean, and the sky, every day at sundown, for your dear sake, my love. Brothers, the irresistible sea will separate us. We may be separated on land, but we will never be separated in the heavens. Every morning, a new sky will rise, and that sky will be the same sky for all of us, no matter where we are. If we look up, once more, we will all be connected as one Fairfield Prep brotherhood. Today, allow the sky to take on a new meaning for the class of 2023. Allow the sky to be our refuge, our saving grace, a reminder of our time at prep, a reminder of the boy who is not with us today, the boy who every morning paints the sky his favorite color, light blue. Brothers, when you feel lost, when you feel saddened, when you feel as if there is nothing to say, all you have to do is look up. Look up to the sky. Reach out to it. Hold it close to your heart and never let it slip. Just look up. So, to the class of 2023, to my brothers, I guess I leave you with one lasting question. Do you think you can do that?